Wow, guys, the sun is shining for once around here. It's not stormy and raining, which is a good thing because this weekend we are going to be very, very busy. If you guys didn't know, there is a Mid-America YouTube meetup that we are going to, and it is going to be hosted by MT Homestead, our good friends Mike and Terry, that we are going to be going to. And I'm very excited because I haven't seen those guys in quite a while. It feels like years, even though it's not years. But we got to prepare for that a little bit. We were going to be working on the pop-up a little bit today and different things, but we had so much stuff going on this morning. We're just putting that on the back burner just for a minute because we got to plan for this because time is a-wasting.
So we are very excited to be going to this meetup. It should be a lot of fun. We did plan to have the pop-up camper for this meetup.
Wow.
But unfortunately, the pop-up camper is way more work than we thought it was going to be.
Well, hold up. You are correct. But I don't think planned is the right word. I think we were very, very, what's the word? We were hoping.
Yeah.
What's the word for
I was going to say, I think I booked, it's been a while. I booked this camping spot at the place where the YouTube meetup is prior to us even digging into the camper to really know the extent of the damage. So I thought, just based on what we kind of thought it was going to be, that it wasn't going to take this long. So I booked it thinking, oh, we're going to have the pop-up. It's going to be so great and wonderful. So unfortunately, that's not going to happen on this camping trip.
I know what the word was. We were very optimistic, about it.
Yes, we were. We were very optimistic.
But boy, were we wrong.
Yeah.
First off, who put all this junk in here?
Where did all this junk come from? This ain't mine.
Yeah, well, this storage shed was nice and neat.
Yeah.
Keyword
this
was.
has kind of been a collect-all, and of course, all of our camping stuff is buried in here. Because we did pull it out for last year to go camping and do all that fun stuff, which I don't think we did a whole lot of camping.
No, last year was rough, babe.
Yeah, last year was kind of a rough year come summertime with my family and stuff like that. But this year is going to be a little bit different. I'm hoping we can get some camping in. Hopefully we can get that pop-up going and get some camping in. Either way, I'd still like to do some camping. And it all starts this weekend. I'm so excited.
It does.
I really enjoy camping.
Well, I found our fishing stuff.
Ooh, yes.
See?
Don't lose that.
Well, come look. Here's yours. Isn't Roxanne's little tiny, itty-bitty little tackle box so cute?
It is, and it's really well organized. I'll say that too.
And I got my waders in here.
Yep,
my tackle box.
White tackle box. Well, don't set that somewhere because we're gonna need that too this year.
Well, this, let me see, I'm just trying to get everything out of the way. And every time we're out here, the roosters seem to go nuts.
Yeah, well, they're just reminding you that they're still there.
I see you guys. Yeah, you're happy I closed the door.
Yeah.
Because if somebody ghosts, he thinks I forgot. But I didn't.
I will say, at least with everything that's in here, it's all pretty much in like totes and boxes and stuff. Like, it's not all just a bunch of stuff scattered everywhere.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's pretty well organized for the most part, but it still sucks. You got to move everything out of the way to get to the totes. And I don't know which one of those totes has our camping stuff, but one of those does.
They're like back here.
Like in the corner in the back?
Yeah,
of course
somewhere.
they are.
Well, when we put everything in here the last go around, it was cold. We're like, hey, we ain't gonna go camping in a while.
Yeah, we ain't going camping for a while.
We ain't gonna go camping for a while, so let's just hide everything, because, you know, out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, and look who's here.
Oh, hi, Sylvia.
Stinky wants to hang out. Oh,
She said hi.
Crying.
Meow. Look, we have this brand new dog training crate. We bought this for when Bruce was still around for the winter time, so we could put them in the house but have, you know, 2 dogs in one cage or whatever, because we can't put all 3 of them in the one we had because they're all big. Haven't even used it. It's brand new.
It's not even opened.
Not even opened, because shortly after we got it, it was like within a couple days later, he took off and we haven't seen him since.
I hope he's all right,
Yeah.
Mr. Bruce. I'm sure he is.
I think I'll be sitting outside or something, you know, and I'll think, is that Bruce I hear in the background? Barking, you know, but it's probably just my mental thing. Plus all the neighbors' dogs. There's a couple neighbors around here and their dogs go crazy. Especially like down the road there, they have hunting dogs that are like hounds, but they're like the beagles.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called? Beagles? Yeah.
Beagles.
Yeah, they're the beagle hounds, so you hear them all the time. And I always think, oh, is that Bruce? You know, maybe that's where he's at. I don't know.
Well, I just seen a mouse run by. Sylvia.
Yeah, and she's over there just rolling around, not even caring.
You know there's a big fat mouse over here.
Come over here and do your job, girl.
There's a big fat mouse inside there you need to go take care of. Come on. It's hiding over here somewhere. She's like, nah, I'm gonna take me a nap.
She's all, nah, I like this dirt and rolling around, huh, Sylvia? Huh?
There's one. There's our sleeping bag and stuff.
And our air mattresses.
Yep.
Yeah.
God, I'm so bummed about that pop-up.
I know.
It's just not ready yet.
No, but hopefully soon. I mean, we have plans. We want to try to get this done before 4th of July because we're going to Tennessee to Ridge Life, Penn's house, for 4th of July celebration, Freedom Weekend this year. Oh, there's our tent. It really amazes me that we first moved here, we downsized, guys. We did.
We still don't have a ton of stuff.
We've managed, we've managed to collect a lot of stuff because, mind you guys, it's not just this shed we have with stuff. We also have a tent and another shed over there that has stuff in it. And at one point we had the pole barn, now the supply room was full of stuff. But we moved all that stuff and we kind of like spread it out between everything. I mean, a lot of stuff that's in here was inside the supply room before we tore it down. We just shoved it in here.
Oh, no, I do.
I was gonna say, everything should be inside the bag.
It's always scary when you go camping. Not scary is the wrong word. Nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
You get there and unless you check everything before, you get there and like you're missing a pole or something.
Yeah.
And you're like,
or that one piece.
that one piece. You're like, no, I
the
seen it on the
doors
ground. I
and
forgot to grab it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
So it's like, man.
No, it's better to make double sure than just to assume things, because we all know what assuming does, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
So this is ours, right? And then Wyatt's.
No, that might
Wyatt
be
has a
Wyatt's.
single.
Yeah.
This is Wyatt's.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And those should still all be good. We
hope.
bought ours last year, I think it was, because ours popped, our other one. No, it popped at David's house when we had 4th of July at David's. we got
ours popped?
Yeah, we got our tent all set up, ready to go. We blew up our air mattress. We had fun for the day, went to go back at night to sleep, and as the night went on, it slowly started.
Is that the same one?
No, we bought a new one.
Oh.
But for those couple of days we stayed at David's house for 4th of July, we didn't have an air mattress.
That's right.
And then we went out and bought a new one and stuff, so that's it right there. But we've gone through one air mattress already.
I wanted to get some cots.
Yes.
But they are expensive for what they are.
Well, expensive, and then they didn't really have much of a selection there at
No, not where we went
Walmart
anyway.
when we were looking.
We'd have to go to like Sports Academy or something. They probably have a lot more.
Big box stores.
Yeah.
To get a really nice one, but we're not going to have time to get to the big city before we go, so we're just going to make do with what we already have.
So here's the sleeping bags and the air mattresses.
Okay, so that one definitely needs to go. Wyatt's tent's not in there?
No.
Okay, I was like, I don't think
that.
I just seen the poles. Those are Wyatt's poles for his tent.
His poles, or tent is in here, I think. It's in one of these. It's not in there.
Okay. I was like,
I
I don't
know
want to
that.
take up space and take it if we don't really need it, you know?
No, his tent's right here.
Okay.
So I will just put the poles over there.
All right.
It'll be good.
He needs a new tent.
Yes,
We're
we're probably gonna go buy him a new one.
Yeah, I was gonna say the one we're using right now for him is actually our old tent, which is the first tent we really bought camping.
It was just a small little dome tent.
Just a small little old
Two-person
school
dome tent.
Dome tent. We bought it. We went camping, I think.
Arizona.
Yeah, it was like the year before we moved. We all went with Melanie, Gary, and all the kids.
In July, and we roasted to death.
Oh man, yeah, that was a
To
rough night.
death.
Yeah, sleeping in that tent with no air conditioner,
No
in the middle
airflow.
of summer.
In Arizona.
Yeah.
I think it was like 107 outside.
Yeah, when we were swimming in the water, it was fine.
Dying.
Yeah.
It was so hot.
It was just
God,
at night
it was
we were
so hot.
trying to sleep and stuff. Oh, it was miserable. It was terrible. Setting up camp was terrible. There's actually a video about it. If you guys are curious, it's really old. This is bringing it way back. But maybe if I remember, I'll try to leave a link to that video if you guys are curious about it.
If not, I think it's called Camping at the Cove.
I think so too. The last meetup we went to with MT, which was not last year, but the year before. I got a camping spot. I didn't think of anything about where like the gazebo area was at or where the party was at. I just rented a spot and it was way on the other side of the park, like next to the water, just way far away. So we ended up not camping there and camped.
No, we actually camped right in front of Tim.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think we camped with Tim and David.
Yep, he's all, put your tent right here, I'm all cool.
We only stayed one night though, because we were, that was on our cross-country road trip going back home to visit all our friends and stuff in Vegas.
Yeah, that was a good trip. That was a good trip.
That was a really good trip. That was fun. Hi, Ghost.
How come he gets to get out, not me?
Hi, Ghost.
Well,
you coming
because you guys
out?
have
Be
to
good
take,
boy.
You guys have to take turns or else you guys will be gone.
That's true.
So one at a time.
Yeah, we cannot let both Mora and Ghost out at the same time because they take off and they're
Here, grab this.
Gone for hours.
They are gone for hours.
And sometimes they'll come back and then they still are gone. They'll come back, say hey, maybe eat, drink a little bit, come back soaking wet, filthy, and then they're back out again for another couple hours. So we can't have them together. We have to keep them separate.
Are we gonna take the air pump?
No, for the air mattresses?
Yeah, our handy dandy air pump.
Yes. That's the best air pump right there, guys.
We usually just take the top off and don't bring the whole thing, just the top.
Yeah.
Because you can turn it around and it blows air and it fills these air mattresses up in like a minute, 30 seconds.
Yeah, and it gets them like rock hard and just, it's perfect.
Yeah, we used to have a battery one, but
that one,
those things are no bueno.
It takes way too long to fill up an air mattress with that.
And it's not hard.
Yeah, and you can never blow it up. Like,
all the way.
All the way, yeah. So.
Nope.
We got fancy here and we're using our shop vac.
So fancy.
Yeah. Yep, there's the smoker right there. Looking nice. We did get a cover and stuff for it just to kind of help obviously protect it and keep it safe because I don't want that thing to get ruined because we've been, like I mentioned, we've been using it quite a bit. Actually for our anniversary, we used it for dinner. We had like a smoked pork tenderloin. It was so good. And then for Mother's Day, Anthony made like smoked ribs. Put some ribs in there and some baked beans. He put like smoked the baked beans in there. It was so good. So we've been loving this new smoker. I think it's actually like way better than his other one. So I'm glad that we got this. Is it hot? Yeah. It's a hot day today. You don't like it.
It's a little dusty. It's got some grease on it from, I took it on the fishing trip. So she didn't get me this past January for my birthday. It was the one before.
Yeah. Well, that last, not last year, but the year before, we were doing a lot of camping. So,
oh yeah.
And you were like, man, I'd love to have one of these little Blackstones. So.
They're awesome.
Yeah, I did. I got you one for your birthday.
They're light. I mean.
Yeah.
Even with the metal on it, it's light, and so just carrying it around for a quick like camping, you do burgers, hot dogs, eggs,
the cooking
pancakes.
Surface on it is decent sized. I mean, you got a lot of room on here to cook.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's perfect for camping.
I love them.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I wish it had, just like my other Blackstone, which of course they make them now with it, is a metal lid.
Oh yeah.
A cover. I seem to always get the Blackstones with no lid, no metal cover.
Yeah, you get them the first generation models.
They actually have a new Blackstone that I'm thinking about buying, and we'll use it. They have a Blackstone pizza oven.
Oh yes, I would love one of those.
And it's supposed to, from the reviews, it replicates like a, now mind you, you can't replicate perfectly, but it replicates like a coal-fired pizza oven, a brick fire, brick oven.
Yeah.
The best it can. Okay, now nothing's gonna compare to an actual real brick pizza oven.
Yeah.
But it's got like a pizza stone built in, and it like the way it's built is, round and flat, just like an oven. I'm thinking about getting one because we do pizza night every Friday.
Yeah, no.
So
it definitely would be, I think, a wise investment.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, and it would just add that extraness to our pizza nights that,
It would.
that we keep actually slowly getting better and better and better on our pizza nights, you know?
Yeah,
we've had stuffed crust, we've had flatbread pizzas, we've had calzones. I mean, we got it going on.
Oh yeah.
The pizza game at home.
All right. Just make sure all the fireworks on it. And it does. That's another thing you don't want, is to show up and your fire don't work.
Yeah, we got pretty much everything we're gonna need for this little camping trip we're going on, but there is one thing we need to find that wasn't inside that tent or the shed, but may be over here in our other storage facilities. Because we got a couple of them around here. Look, Mora's over there barking, thinking we're taking Ghost out for a walk or something, and she's jealous.
She's like, I know you're going to the pond.
Yeah, please let me
Take
out.
me
I
with
want to
you."
go.
We're not going to the pond more.
Yeah, we're not. Even though Ghost would love to go to the pond and go for a swim. I mean, he can go down there all by himself, but he don't want to go alone. He wants Mora to go with him. Huh? You've been advocating for Mora this whole time. Please let her out.
Well, it's not
I
in
want to
here.
run.
It's not in here.
It's not in there?
Oh. It's not in here.
I know, I was just going to say, I just seen something red right there.
It's not in here. Hey babe, where's the ketchup?
Yeah.
It's in the fridge. Where?
Right
and
there?
it'll literally be right in front of me.
Yeah.
Where? In the refrigerator.
Yeah.
She walks over. It's right here, babe. Right here in front of you. I wasn't looking at that.
I know. That's typical male behavior right there. Okay, the ice chest, I think, was the last little thing other than our clothes, right? Hi, Midnight.
I believe so.
Decided to come out and see what we were doing. Hi, Midnight.
See, and here's another thing, as you guys have known, we've been doing for a while. Well, Roxanne's been doing. Let me see here. Scrambling and freezing your eggs.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take 2 of these for breakfast, make some breakfast burritos, something super easy. They go in there, they're frozen, helps keep everything cold. The eggs actually defrost pretty quick, believe it or not. But then you just pour it out. Got scrambled eggs for burritos, scrambled eggs in the morning, whatever. Easy peasy, very easy to do. And we'll have to figure out what else we're gonna take. Totally random, but if you guys are curious, we got a lot of rabbit in the freezer.
Yeah, our freezers are getting full again.
A lot of rabbit. I'm looking forward to having some rabbit stew and different things.
Yeah.
And
I should put that on my list of things to cook this week. Or
yes.
not this week, but here in the next couple of weeks, having a rabbit.
And I know there have been some of you guys saying there's no way on earth you could ever eat a rabbit. You know, they're too cute, they're too this, they're too that. I understand that, but these are meat rabbits, they're bred for that purpose. But if you have not ever tried it,
Oh, yeah.
okay, you should open your horizons.
Yeah.
Okay, you can order them on Amazon, like packaged, ready to go. You can probably order them from your local grocery store. I mean, my mom used to do that.
Yeah.
And it comes and it looks just like chicken breast. You don't know it's a rabbit, but it's rabbit.
Yeah. I don't think they might sell them whole like that, though.
They might, but you should definitely try it, guys, because it honestly, it's the best way I describe it. When she cooks it, like in the Instapot, and it gets really tender and it's really, really good, right? The best way I can describe it, it's like a mixture of smell and flavor to me between pork and turkey. Seriously.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. You guys should try it. Mora. Ghost is up on the deck more. You want to come out? You want to come out a little bit? You want to come out? Okay, go on. Go on. Hi, Mora. What happened? You doing the wiggle butt? The wiggle butt?
Hi, Mora. Are you happy to be out now, too? It's your turn.
Hi, Mora.
What's the matter? Are you upset because she's out now and you're not?
She wants to go in there and say hi to everybody.
You want to go say hi?
I don't know why we do this to ourselves. All these dogs.
I know.
Hold on, Mora. Go on.
No,
Everybody
she wants
say
to go out there and
hi.
play with Ghost.
Everybody say hi. Okay.
Hi, Lily.
Okay.
Hi, Lily.
No, what she wants is when she comes up here, she knows it's time for food.
Oh, that's what it's really about.
Sit. That's for Ghost. That's for Morris. I see that drool. He's like super drool right now. Okay.
The moment they've been waiting for is finally here.
All right, guys, it is the next day. It got really, 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 really humid and hot yesterday afternoon. And so we kind of relaxed inside the house for a little bit, waited for Wyatt and hung out. And now we have to get back into town. Come on, Ghost. I know. Come on. Come on, Mora.
She does not want to go.
I know, she does not want to go, but
Look,
we're
now
only
she-
going to be gone a little tiny bit more.
The closer I get, the harder she
Come on.
fights. Go to your room.
You'll be all right. We're only going to be gone a little bit. Not that long.
Yeah, but that little bit is forever.
I know. That's what they think anyway. So I wanted to clarify some stuff really quick, guys, because in the last video you guys seen with my blood pressure and everything getting all crazy, I'm not going to make this too long. But right now I'm in the process of going through all the medical stuff with the VA. I have scheduled appointments and different things I have to go to. And with the blood pressure in Booneville, there's not too many places to actually go to get your blood pressure taken. You have the hospital, which can take hours. Just go get a blood pressure reading. You have Walmart pharmacy, which I'm not even sure if they do it. And you have, and you have our regular pharmacy. So I decided to go to the regular pharmacy because that's what the VA said I can go do. I do not have to go to a regular doctor as long as somebody is able to take the blood pressure. They have like the certification for it, whatever, which that guy down there does.
Yeah, well, you needed somebody to sign off on it.
Yes, and
Yeah.
so they signed off on it, and I just wanted to clarify that a little bit because there were some comments about how I needed to go to a real doctor and not a pharmacist and stuff. Well, those guys down there, they are certified to do that.
Yeah.
So it's not that I just had, you know, hey, Joe, can you take my blood pressure? And it's a random person. It's not like that.
Yeah. Well, and plus you're just doing what the VA is telling you to do.
Yes.
So you're following orders.
I'm following orders. So today, guys, I actually have to go get my third one done. I did leave a comment in the last video. I went and took it again after that video, and it was actually higher and it was worse than the first time. So it is concerning to me. Let's hope today it's not even higher. Hopefully, I want it to be lower, but hopefully it's at least the same.
Yeah.
You understand? Like,
Definitely, obviously you want it lower,
yeah,
but if it's the same, then that's, I guess,
it's not getting worse.
Yeah, I guess
I
that's
guess what we're
good.
getting at.
It's better. I don't know.
We'll find out. So with that said, guys, I do have some doctor's appointments lined up in the next couple weeks that pretty much I'm not mandated to go to, but for my VA claim, I'm required to go to. And so I got a general practitioner, I got some hearing tests, some vision tests, different things that they're gonna be sending me to. Like I said, that's in the next couple weeks, and I just have to go by with what they say I need to do. So I can, if there's a medical emergency, obviously I can go to the hospital, the emergency room, or anything like that, and it would be completely fine. But I'm just trying to follow the steps that the VA is putting in place for me at this moment, and then just go from there. But with all that said, guys, we gotta head to town. Like we said, we got a meetup this weekend that we are going to. So we do have to go shopping, get some food and different things.
Yeah, some supplies.
Some high blood pressure food, I guess.
Super salty.
No, no. We got to get there and get to town and get that stuff ready for this weekend, and I'm looking forward to it because it's going to be a really, really fun time to see everybody.
Yeah. have arrived.
Yeah, my third and final blood pressure test I'm gonna go take right now.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it is slightly lower than your second time, but maybe even lower the first time would be awesome.
Yeah, we shall see. I've been relaxing. I drove, but I've been sitting. I know people said you need to sit down before that. Well, I've been sitting, just chilling in the car for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm as
Rested as you could be.
Non-moving around as I can, so.
Yeah, and you drank coffee. It's been a little while, too. That will increase your blood pressure.
It's been like an hour.
Yeah, so I think I got high hopes for you today. I wonder what they got over there for sale. Those people were, that truck right there, they were here that first day we came out to get his blood pressure taken. They were selling something out there. I wonder what they got. And then these people, they got like coolers and stuff. I bet you they're selling like produce. It's like a farm stand or something. Oh no, tamales. They got the signs out there. They're selling tamales over there. I bet you those are some good tamales over there.
Ooh, don't want to hit that car.
Yeah.
Well, it went down, so.
Oh, good. That's good news. I love hearing good news.
Yeah, it's actually, so the first day was 140 over 100. And then the second day was 138 over 105. And the pharmacist in there, he was like, they were talking about it, I guess.
Yeah.
Saying, man, that guy's, it's got really high blood pressure. He needs to do something. But today he had, with him there, right, with him monitoring, there's like a 3-year grad student that's a student there, probably residency. Mm-hmm. She did it, and she got 138 over 70. So I went from a 138 over 105 to 138 over 70.
Okay.
Which is a drastic drop.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, at least it's down.
Yep.
And you got it done. So now we can move forward.
For now.
And figure out kind of, what the doctors tell you to do when you go to that appointment and all that good stuff.
Well, I'm sure the doctors are going to take my blood pressure again.
Oh, yes.
When I go to my general practitioner from the VA.
Yeah.
I mean, they actually had to take my blood pressure twice in there.
Today?
Right now.
Yeah.
She took it the first time, so she couldn't hear like the first whatever, and so the guy said, okay, well, now you have to wait a few minutes before you can do it again.
Yeah.
Or you're just gonna get high blood pressure right away. Right, and so waited, that's why it took a little longer.
Yeah.
Waited and then took it again, and she said 138 over 70, so
yeah.
Hopefully she read it correctly. That's kind of strange because nothing's changed when it comes to like anything.
I was just gonna ask you, do you feel any different today?
Feel the exact same. Yay, our favorite place on earth.
Every time we come into town, guys.
Well, this is the only place we can go for anything in town, which is sad.
It's true, but we always stop by Walmart, no matter where we get, whatever we're doing in town.
Yeah, and there's no farmers markets going on. There's none of that stuff right now. And there's no grocery store here except for Wally World.
Yeah, that's true. He brings up a good point. And I'm not driving an hour out of my way just to go into the big city to go to an actual grocery store to save
50 cents.
Yeah, maybe. You know, it's not worth it. So
no.
We're at our favorite store.
No.
Known as Walmart.
It ain't our favorite store. We're at the only store.
Yeah, it's true. I'm not a huge Walmart fan.
No, I'm not either, but it is what it is.
I've had to come to like it because that's all I have here, and
beggars can't be choosers.
That's true. You're right. Deal with what you got, you know? Well, it's been a few minutes, but we are back at our glorious home. Look at that. Isn't it looking nice? A little cloudy and overcasty today, I'll say that. And I just checked the weather, and it is supposed to rain a little bit today.
I don't think this pop-up's ever going to dry out.
I know. I mean, it's looking really good now because we've had it all open and exposed for the last couple of days, and it's been really, really nice weather. A little warm yesterday, actually, but very nice day. And that probably dried it out pretty good. But of course, like I said, it's going to rain, it says here, in the next few hours, it says.
I might put a tarp over it, but not fully close it.
Yeah, just put it on the top.
Yeah.
You know, but, oh look, Midnight came to greet us. Hi, Midnight.
Don't go in that water, dude.
Yeah.
I gotta back my truck out and get that water out, because that's Yucky's water.
Yeah, so we Stopped by our favorite store, got all of our food and supplies we need for the amazing camping trip and meetup we're going to this weekend.
Well, Pops is over towards that area now. He says it's pouring.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it's not raining over there this
Yeah,
weekend.
I might have to check the weather on the app and see what it's looking like. I know.
I just heard thunder.
Yeah.
I just heard thunder.
I know it says Sunday, which is the last day we're gonna be there. It's supposed to really pour here. So I can only imagine what it's gonna be like over there. So we were kind of like, man, we know the tent will do really well if it rains. We've been caught in a couple rainstorms in that tent and it was perfectly fine. There was no leaks, no water in it. It still just really sucks that it's a possibility it's gonna rain because we'll all be huddled underneath the gazebo area.
It'd be rough. If it rains during this whole weekend, it's gonna be rough.
Yeah, oh, and plus we wouldn't be able to really go swimming either, which is something Wyatt's looking forward to, I'm looking forward to, and it might not happen.
Let's just hope the weather doesn't get too bad.
Yeah, let's hope we have nice
That's all we
days.
can do.
Yes. There's some thunder.
Oh, it's thundering.
Yeah, and it is
Lightning is coming.
very, very dark over there. It feels like it's so much later in the day, and that we literally just got home. I mean, we just got done unloading the car. That's all we've done. Now Anthony's gonna start loading up the car.
I want to load
With
this
all
stuff
of our
up in the
camping
car.
stuff. Huh?
I want to load this stuff up in the car before everything gets soaked.
Yeah,
You know, the best I can, because it's gonna get wet right there.
it will. Yes. Plus, it will be nice for tomorrow. That way, I mean, we almost just have to get in the car and just bye,
Yeah.
and down
I
the
know.
road we go.
Melanie's over there. She looks at me. She's all, storms again. I'm all, I know, because they're outside working too.
Yeah.
As you can see, look, they're up there. I ain't spilling no beans, but Gary's up on the roof and Melanie's doing her thing down there, but it's like, go away, rain,
Yeah,
just for a little bit, please.
Yeah.
Give me 2 weeks of no rain.
I know, it's actually kind of weird that it's raining because I've been checking the weather and it was looking really good, like very low % chance. Even as of this morning I checked and it was like 15%, but on the way home I was looking at the clouds going, man, those are some dark clouds.
Just 2 weeks is all we need.
And I checked the weather and now it's like 30% chance. And now I hear thunder and it's even getting more darker. So just can never win with Mother Nature, can you? And we got plenty of room. We're actually going to be taking the Jeep this go around for this camping trip. Anthony brought it up. He was like, do you want to take the Jeep or your car? And I said, I don't really care. We can take whatever car you want.
No, you picked the Jeep.
Yeah. Well, he said odd or even, and I said even. And he said, okay, we're taking the Jeep. And I said, well, what if I picked odd? Would that still been the Jeep?
I said, no, that would have been your car.
Teasing. Well, guys,
Well, yeah.
we've been actually standing out here for a little bit, talking to Melanie and Gary. They're over there getting it. Well, they were. But Mother Nature has decided to play a cruel joke on us, and it is raining
Starting
right
to.
now as we speak.
Thunder, lightning.
Yeah,
I could see it coming.
yeah, it actually came, and it was really dark when I last showed you guys, and then it kind of went away. The sun came out. It was nice and toasty warm again, and then now it got really dark, and now it's starting to rain. But thankfully, we got the trailer covered in in time, right, baby?
Well, we'll see
Yeah.
if it don't
hopefully-
blow away, because now it's starting to get windy.
Yeah, now it's starting.
Storms are blowing in.
Yeah, you just can never win with this weather. It just never can make up its mind. Now watch, we'll go inside, we'll hang out for a minute. It'll pour for like 5 minutes, and then it'll be done. That's what's gonna happen.
Yep. Out of nowhere, it's just showing up. My poor pop-up camper, man. I'm serious, dude. My poor pop-up camper. The poor pop-up camper.
I know. We just never win with it, can we? I guess we're excuse my language, but damned if we do and damned if we don't.
Yeah.
You know?
That's how it feels with this weather all the time.
Just can't ever win.
No, I just need it to be like 2 weeks. 2 weeks of no rain for a little bit.
Yeah.
That's literally all we need.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's coming, but we still, I think, I don't know, this has been a pretty wet May, I will say.
And I know I shouldn't be complaining about the rain because I know there's a lot of you guys that might desperately need the rain.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry for complaining about it raining.
Yeah, it's just we got things to do outside.
As much as you're complaining about needing the rain, I'm complaining that we have too much rain.
Yeah.
So I guess it works hand in hand.
Yeah.
But at least we got everything done in town before it started raining and getting all crazy.
That's
so
true. Yeah, no.
we're back here where we can at least stay dry while everything else gets soaked. We shall see what happens and what the day may bring.
Yeah. Maybe it'll go away in 5 minutes.
Yeah, right.
You know, what do they always say? Wait around for 5 minutes?
Yeah, in Arkansas, you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes.
Yeah, so I'll wait 5 minutes and see what happens.